everybody, and welcome to 60 and Unemployed. My name is Karen, and I am currently 60 years old, and I am currently unemployed for probably about the first time in my adult life. And this is my channel where I'm going to focus on documenting this stage of my life, my journey through this transition into who knows what happens next. Come along and join me and see what is next. So today I want to spend some time getting my productivity kicked up a notch and getting my planner and time blocking figured out. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to make a list of all of the things I want to accomplish in a typical week. Now, this is going to include things like working on my Poshmark, reselling. So I want to make sure that each week I'm going to get a certain amount of work done on Poshmark. I have a lot of items that are sitting there waiting for me to get them organized and get them listed and up for sale on Poshmark. I've been slacking with that for the last at least couple weeks. And for probably about the month or so before that, I have been putting in a minimal effort. I need to kick that up a notch. So I'm going to set aside, I haven't decided yet whether I want to make sure I list 10 items, maybe 15 items per week. This is going to be something that's flexible and adjustable. We'll see how it goes. I want to make sure that I'm spending a certain amount of time on listing and getting things ready to ship to Amazon for my Amazon book and DVD reselling. I also need to probably start to factor in some time where I'm going to be sourcing more books and DVDs to resell. I want to make sure that I set aside time for exercise and things like that. I want to make sure I spend some time each week working on crafts. I'm an avid knitter. I want to make sure that I spend, and I do. That's probably going to be the easiest one to schedule in there because I do make a point of getting some knitting in every single day. So that's going to be my easy one to do. I also want to schedule in how I'm going to work on all of my side hustles, or not side hustles, all of my YouTube stuff. I want to schedule a specific time where I'm going to research and plan, videotape, edit, and upload videos for this channel, for the 60 and Unemployed channel. I also need to set aside time for filming, editing, and uploading for my knitting channel. That one's pretty much already a routine. My faith channel, I need to make sure that I have that kind of time blocked when I'm going to work on that specific channel. And my art and journaling channel. I have not been filming regularly and posting regularly on that. I need to get onto that. So I want to kind of try to work out what and how I'm going to divide up time for that. I also have specific times that the hubby and I spend time together. And then we have specific times where we have church events going on. So my second major thing I want to do with this is I want to map out all 7 days of the week and kind of map out what I'm going to do, what I'm going to spend time on each of those days. There's going to be some flexibility in this, but I know that on Sundays we have Sunday school in the morning, then church, then there's a few of us that go out for lunch together every Sunday. Sunday afternoon is nap time. I'm not a big nap person, but Sunday afternoons, there's almost always a nap. Then Sunday evening, hubby has more church things that he's involved with, and that frees up a block of time for me to do my review and planning session for the next week. Friday is date day. Hubby works Sundays, so we have designated Friday as our date day. So typically we have a leisurely morning together, and then we'll either go out for lunch someplace or go and do something for the day. So there's going to be nothing on my schedule for Fridays. Monday to Thursday, well, probably Friday morning also. We typically get up at 7, and I like to spend a couple hours where there's a handful of things that get done pretty much every morning. Make myself some tea. I go through and I check my analytics on each of my YouTube channels, and I record some of the numbers. I know I probably shouldn't do that every day, but I do. And I recognize that I don't let any of the numbers bother me. We also we each spend time on the treadmill, or as we like to call it, the dreadmill. While hubby's doing his time, I'm knitting, so I always get my knitting time in. And so usually from about 7 till 9:30, and then we'll have breakfast. So usually from 7 till 8:30 to 9:30 is just our regular Monday or regular morning routine stuff. So the next thing I need to map out is what I'm doing from, let's say, 9:30 for the rest of the day. And I want to map out slots of time where, okay, on Monday mornings from 10 till noon, I'm going to work on X. And I'm going to look at what I have on my list of things that I want to accomplish each week, and I'm going to find times when that most comfortably fits. I'm also going to mark down that typically each day by hubby usually gets home from work about 4 or 5, and then we'll have supper. I usually get a few things done up late afternoons, just regular household things. And then the evenings we have a routine where we watch a certain TV show or movie every night. We started doing that in 2020 when the world shut down. We've stuck with that routine, and it's something that we absolutely love. It's our unwinding, quiet time together every evening. So we'll watch something, and I'm knitting. That's where I also get in my knitting time. And it just allows for just that quiet time together every day. So that's the basics of what I'm going to be doing. And I'll come back in a week and I'll let you know how everything worked. I'll probably try to film some of it on next Sunday night when I'm doing my first review session, to see what worked and what didn't work. So let me know down in the comments whether you're going to try time blocking and figuring out something to do with this time of your life where you're trying to stay somewhat productive and not let your days just kind of blend from one to the next to the next to the next with nothing to show for a week's worth of sitting there twiddling your thumbs and doing nothing. So I'm tired of that. I need to change that. So I hope you found this helpful, informative. If so, please like and subscribe and comment. I'd love to hear what you plan on doing to try to time block and become more productive at 60 plus, or you don't even have to be 60 plus. Unemployed and at home trying to decide what to do next. I'm happy to have you along for the trip, and we'll compare notes. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again very soon. Bye now.